So, I have a new practice routine. Stay seated, please. No, it is exciting. This is something I put a lot of research and thought into. Sticking with the practice routine is something I kind of tend to have trouble with a lot. So this is gonna be more than just like the practice routine, because while the practice routine is like really good, lots of practice, but while it is a solid practice routine, what's more important is actually doing it. So it's gonna be a bit of a motivational video. I'm trying to find the perfect routine. I ended up doing a lot of research, not on just like what's essential to be a good guitar player and like things that you have to know, but there are also like smart ways to approach learning anything. And I wanted to approach the different areas of guitar and learn them in the most effective way possible. So I made a foolproof practice schedule that you can do daily because it's very adaptable, so you can continue to learn new things and do it indefinitely until you die. Now, here's the thing about the perfect practice routine. It's kind of different for everyone. Like, if you're Steve Vai, then the best thing for you is the 10-hour guitar workout. Or if you're normal and you can only do 9 hours, it's too much. But no, Steve Vai's 10-hour guitar workout's like actually a really good model to base your guitar off of, because it includes like all the essential elements to a good practice. He just does them really long. And that's the thing about the perfect practice routine. The perfect practice routine is the one that you'll actually do. So, how do you build a routine that you'll actually stick with? Thank you for asking. No problem. So, the ideal practice routine includes 4 elements. You got technique, repertoire, knowledge, and ear training. Now, the great thing about technique is that it doubles as a good warm-up. And that's because technique's like all about like the physicality of guitar. The thing to note about technique exercises, it's not always about like doing them quickly. As Jess in Guitar said, it's kind of like going to the gym. On its own, technique's not really useful. You know, you're not gonna go out to a party or play at a bar and just be like, look guys. Or you might, it'd be different, you know, you want to stand out from the crowd. But it is like the foundation of everything else guitar, because it allows you to do everything better. What are the exercises for technique? Here they are. So one that's really well known, that you should do daily. You should do all of these daily. But one that's really well known, the spider. I'll link all the videos that I like borrowed. I'll link all the videos that I borrowed these from. So the spider is where you go 1 and 3 on one string, 2 and 4 on another, and then you walk up the fretboard. It's okay, it's not a real spider. It's just your fingers. Next up is finger gym. So this is Jess in Guitar's exercise. Basically, it's just practicing hammer-ons and pull-offs, and we'll all have buff hands. And then last for technique is scales. Personally, I've been using a website that has like a scale generator. Each day I try and do a new one. Now you're actually playing something. Probably still shouldn't play them at bars or at parties. Now, the other great thing about scales is that they also double as knowledge while playing the scales, rather than just like blindly following along and make note of what note you're playing. So like C, D, you know what I mean? By doing that, it'll really help you like familiarize yourself with the notes on the fretboard. Ideally, you know all of them. Video on that coming soon. But the best trick is just take your time, and the more new scales you learn, the more notes you'll learn. Wow. Another good thing for knowledge that you should do daily is just learn new chords and then just do metronome changes to them. Some things say you should keep a journal to like note your progress. I say no, and I'll tell you why. I find like the more work that has to go into practice, the less likely you are to do it. Like you want to make the whole process as frictionless as you can. So like on my phone, like I have all the apps just first thing on the homepage. Some people have social media. For me, it's just guitar stuff. If you have like a calendar or something, every single day that you do it, mark an X. This is Jerry Seinfeld's technique. He calls it don't break the chain. And then he'd have a bunch of X's in a row and he'd be like, I don't want to break the chain. So yeah, it helps you stay consistent with your routine if you have like a chain that you don't want to break. That's how you stay consistent with practicing. We're only halfway through what you have to practice. Repertoire. So repertoire is kind of as it sounds. Ear training. So yeah, that's everything you have to practice to have like a good practice routine. Here's mine. Spider walk, finger gym, scale, chords, ear training, fretboard memorization. And basically, I just have to do all of that one time. So what I mean by one time is like just play one scale. Another tip for maintaining a habit, make that habit like ridiculously easy. So easy that you can't not do it. But the point is you are doing that at the very least. And then that cumulatively over time, you're getting somewhere. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you actually learned something, because I did try my best. Thanks to my patrons, and bye. Now we're dancing in the dark, try to mend our broken hearts. I like you next to mine. Stars are bright, the skies are clear. Let's run